my last home game of the season is probably I'm not defensive about it. Come on!
Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another transfer news video. First things first, guys, make sure you smash the like, subscribe if you're new around here, all of that good stuff. And we are now on day 23 of the January transfer window, guys. And a couple of things have happened. Renato Vega has joined Juventus on loan. Deal has been agreed. Plus, Chelsea are monitoring the progress of Southampton attacking midfielder Tyler Dibbling as well. And safe to say, guys, that obviously we are not addressing any of the areas that need to be addressed, and we're not looking at anything that's actually going to make a difference to the squad right now. But that shouldn't be a surprise to any of you. But guys, let's start with the major news then from Wednesday night, and that is that Juventus have agreed a deal with Chelsea to sign Renato Vega. Here we go. Loan deal with a €5 million fee until June. No buy option clause. And then the player will be back to Chelsea at the end of June for the Club World Cup. Vega expected to play centre-back at Juventus. So we have now finally got a conclusion to the Renato Vega saga. Will he or won't he go? Does he want a loan? Does he actually want to leave permanently? Chelsea was said to only be open to a permanent sale, but they've now changed their stance. And if you're purely looking at this from a financial perspective, which seemingly a lot of people are being gaslit into looking at now, getting almost half of the €14 million back that you spent on him 6 months ago in a loan fee is good business. But that's about as far as it goes, in my opinion, because I'm not understanding why we signed this guy. How does loaning Vega out benefit Chelsea? We've lost our left-back cover to Marc Cucurella. That now means that Gusto or Reece James have to play out of position at left-back to give Cucurella a rest. What is this? Is this some sort of audition for Vega at centre-back to show that maybe he can be the centre-back cover for Levi Cole and we don't need to go and buy someone in the summer? I mean, what is this? What is this? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But on what remit was Vega signed for Chelsea? Because was he brought to be part of the squad for Maresca to use? Or was he simply bought as an opportunity in the market to flip for a profit and was literally purely a business signing rather than a football signing? And I think it's obvious that he was clearly a flip signing. And look, if you wanted to look at it from a financial perspective, you could look at it as a win-win for Chelsea and potentially Vega. You know, Vega's joined from the Swiss League in the summer. He's now a Portuguese international, and he's got an opportunity to go and play Juventus for 6 months. But the point is, what are we doing here? What are Chelsea doing right now with the situation? What are they doing with Renato Vega? I'm not understanding it. There just seems to be a complete lack of ambition to build a squad to win major trophies and challenge for trophies next season. Why is everything, and I say everything, why is the vast majority of everything we do about business? There is no balance between football and business. Absolutely zero balance between football and business. And, you know, at the end of the day, how can we be content with the squad? You know, the goalkeeping situation is poor. We haven't got a great caliber of defenders, you know. It's a big problem for us, you know, having a lack of another striker. We don't have enough depth. You know, Maresca doesn't trust or rate the depth that we've got. You know, it's mad. It really is mad, and I'm just not understanding the route that we're going down here, because we've now let a player leave on loan, and we've got no cover in that position for left back now. So what happens if Cucurella gets injured? You're playing someone out of position. And we know that Gusto, when he was trialled at left back, wasn't particularly great. And I don't really want to be seeing Reece James at left back either, when his best position in the team is playing right back. So again, we are seemingly carrying out a form of self-sabotage by removing a player from the squad who can be of use. And we've left ourselves short in yet another position. So not only are we short up front, we're short in midfield. And now we are also short at left back. So this window is the gift that keeps on giving. What is the thought process here? Where's the planning? Where's our alternative left back? Is there going to be some sort of ridiculous redemption arc for Ben Chilwell, and we've been training him for 6 months to understand the Maresca system. We're going to unleash him in January as a backup for Cucurella. I mean, what's going on here, guys? What is going on here? It's just been, in general, an absolutely shocking window. And this, again, further rams home the fact that we don't seemingly know what we're doing. There seems to be a plan, but we don't really seem to be executing it very well at all. And we're consciously deciding to make ourselves weaker in yet more areas of the squad than necessary. So yeah, that's where we're at. No left back cover now, no midfield cover, still no striker depth. But don't worry, guys, we've got €5 million back for Renato Vega, so everything's great. Moving on from the Renato Vega saga, excuse me, more links to players that we don't need. According to Sky Sports reporter Lyle Thomas, Southampton will not entertain offers of any less than £55 million at least for Tyler Dibbling this month, with Aston Villa, Chelsea and Tottenham all continuing to monitor the 18-year-old's progress. So, look, Dibbling for me is, he's a very exciting talent, very good young player, great attacking midfielder, is really stood out in an absolutely shocking Southampton side, could be the worst Premier League team of all time, potentially. But what's strange about this is, guys, is that one, it's a position that we don't need. Do we need another attacking midfield player? No, we absolutely don't. And secondly, we signed Dibbling from Southampton back in 2022. He made a handful of appearances for the academy, and then we sold him back to Southampton because he was homesick. So what? Are we saying that, a year or so down the line, that the guy's now suddenly not going to be homesick and he wants to come back and he can see that he's going to get good opportunities for first team minutes at Chelsea? Because, again, another situation, like so many situations, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever as to why we would even be looking at this. Why would we even be looking at this? I get it, clubs monitor loads of players, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be interested. Doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to happen. But why are we looking at this kind of player? We don't need him. Good player in isolation, but what benefit and what improvement to the squad would adding Tyler Dibbling make? And the answer to that is none. You've still got Nkunku on the books. You've still got Felix on the books. Until you remove one or both of those, what use have you got for yet another attacking midfield player in the squad? There isn't. So, I understand that looking at players doesn't mean you're going to go and buy them, but guys, come on. Can we just have some links to a striker? Can we just have some links to midfield cover? Can we maybe just recall Leslie Ugochukwu? Can we just do something, people? Because right now, this window's been an utter farce, and we are just being reactive rather than proactive. And we're seemingly just waiting for something bad to happen, and then we're going to take action. Why can we never take action early and sort things out and give the manager what he needs to achieve the goals this season? Because if we do nothing and give Maresca nothing in this window, then people are going to blame him if we don't finish in the top four. But the blame only lies at one place, and that's with the directors for not giving the manager the tools to carry out the job. How you can watch Chelsea and think we don't need a striker, think that we don't need midfield cover, but think that we need another winger, and think that we should be monitoring attacking midfield players when we've got so many of those in the current squad. It doesn't make any sense, but nothing we seemingly do makes sense at the moment. I'm just waiting for that Alejandro Garnacho bid to land. That's bound to happen. I can imagine him being a Chelsea player at some point before the end of the window, and he'll probably be paraded on the pitch against West Ham on Graham Potter's return to Stamford Bridge. So yeah, we've got that to look forward to. I mean, I'm sorry this video is coming across a little bit negative, people, but right now, in terms of the transfer window and the business that we're conducting and what we're doing, it's really not very positive. And we've seemingly wasted over 3 weeks so far by doing absolutely nothing. And we don't really seem to be interested in doing anything. That's my biggest gripe with what's going on right now. But I'm hoping that I'm proven wrong and the directors are going to pull their finger out their arses and do some business, get us what we need so that we're best equipped to compete over the second half of the season, because we've got Man City, Newcastle breathing down our necks, and we're going to need everything we can possibly get to give us the best chance of finishing in the top 4. So, guys, please just do the right thing, sort out what needs sorting out, and ensure you give the manager what he needs to finish in the top 4, because we cannot afford to miss out on it again. But yeah, guys, that's kind of the latest transfer news at the moment. Make sure you're smashing the likes. Make sure you subscribe if you're new around here. And I'll catch you again in another one soon. Up the Chelsea, and peace out.